Once upon a time, there lived a village called Asamra, who is known to get their powers from the river in their village. The village is full of wealthy farmers, hunters, and hardworking youths. Even the women in the village of Asamra are not left out, as they believe the water goddess, can grant all their wishes. They also believe that the water goddess can grant those that are seeking for the fruit of the womb. But as the saying goes, there is no good deed without payment. It could be payment in cash or payment by sacrifice. The water goddess grants the villagers wishes, but there must be sacrifice for the villagers to make. You must sacrifice for any good thing that the water goddess gives to you. That can be a bitter truth. Many go into seeking for solutions without knowing what it can bring to them. The water goddess is so beautiful to behold. Men looking at her, you will fall in love. Many men fall in love just men looking at her. Some men will forget about their wives, forget about their partners, just men looking at a water spirit. There comes one day that some of the villagers came to the stream, to the river, to fetch water very early morning, and they met a very beautiful small goddess. That is actually the baby goddess. One of them says, the water goddess always comes out every Thursdays, and also sometimes, which is very rare, on Sundays, very early morning. Many go there to fetch water because they believe that the water is so clean to drink. And they also find out that early morning, the water is always so neat. No pollution by anybody. Nobody has dipped him or herself in that water. So they always prefer going on early mornings to fetch water. There is something that the water spirit does not like. That water goddess can be hungry. And when she is very, very angry, everyone gets a taste of it. Something happened one day. A young girl went there to fetch water. But after fetching water, she urinated inside the river. That is one of the rules in that village, especially when it comes to anything that concerns with the river. That river can be dangerous sometimes. There are many people that will come to that river and find out that the river has turned red, just like blood. That shows that there is a sacrifice, human sacrifice, that has been done. Whosoever that urinates inside the river must pay for his or her life. You dare not fetch water when the river turned red. That is human blood. Immediately after the young girl urinated, the water goddess appeared in front of her and strangled her immediately. How dare you? She strangled her. The river turned red immediately. So that is one of the dangerous things about that water goddess. But people, knowing all this, they still go there to find solution. They still go there to find help in one way or the other. They still go there no matter what has happened. This is really so sad. Very sad indeed. There is one woman in that village of Asamra that everyone calls a barren woman, just because she has stayed for 15 years without conceiving for her husband. People call her barren. In fact, every blessed day, people call her that name, Barren. She will weep and weep and weep. Thanks to God, she always have a very supportive husband by her side. But her in-laws made life so miserable for her. Her mother-in-law will always come by, insulting her, pouring her water, pouring her lots of insults. But she will always endure because she really loves her husband so much. The most important is that her husband always tried to tell his mother, please leave my wife. We are going to conceive at the right time. At the will of God, we are going to conceive. Mother, please leave us alone. But she never gave up in trying to conceive. She did not say just because her husband is always supporting her, always encouraging her, for her to leave herself. No, she always tried to find out the reason why she's not able to conceive. She always tried to find a solution to make her to conceive. I must give my husband a baby. I must conceive for my husband. This good man deserves a child. No, I will not give up. One day, she thought to herself, what about the river of Asamra? Oh, how come I have not thought of this? What kind of human being am I? Everyone goes there in search of one thing or the other. Oh, no, I must go there today. In fact, I cannot wait for daybreak. So she always wake up at midnight crying and thinking. Immediately it was 6 a.m. very early. Before anyone saw her, she left the house. She didn't tell her husband. She didn't tell no one. She left on a barefoot. You dare not put on a footwear while going to the stream or the river. It's one of the forbidden things in that river. In fact, that river forbids lots and lots of things, which can cause a life or which can make someone to sacrifice an animal. She embarked on this journey. She trekked and trekked and trekked for hours. This river is situated in almost close to the other village. She had passed so many rivers, but she is really going to the main river, which is known for giving people solutions, but not knowing to her that there may be a side effect of such help. Oh, poor woman. She keep on going. She keep on going. As she came closer to the river, a voice shouted, "Oh, Oh, my beloved daughter, I have been waiting for you. Welcome, my daughter, the daughter of a river. You are welcome. Who is this voice? She thought to herself. She turned around, couldn't find anybody. She turned the other way, nobody to be found. She said, "Oh, what have I gotten myself into? Who will help me now? I'm so afraid," she thought to herself. The voice said, "Do not worry, my daughter. Put your two legs in the water and comfort." She was now more afraid. She said, "Please, I don't mean any harm. Help me, I only want to conceive." My daughter, I already know what you need. Comfort. I've been waiting for you. I will give you a child, and that child will be a great one. That child will put a smile on your face. That child will be the most powerful person in the village of Asamra. Comfort, my daughter. You are welcome home. She thought to herself, as long as I'll be able to conceive, I have no fear. She started walking into the water. She started moving and moving forward. Then she looked up and saw a very beautiful human. But she's not a complete human. From her waist down is that of a fish. She thought to herself, this must be the goddess, the water goddess. She now knelt down and greeted the usual way the villagers greet the water goddess. "Do not worry, my daughter. I'll put a smile on your face. I've been waiting for you. I know about you. Before you were born, I know you." She was more afraid, but she tried to calm herself down because of the promise of making her to conceive. She cannot wait. She couldn't wait. Oh, if the gods blesses me with a child, I will surely come back here. As she came closer, the water goddess said, "I knew your mother. Your mother used to come here to pray for a child. It's actually we that gave your mother you. Your mother was so childless. Then seek the power from the river. So you see, you are my daughter. Even if you appear older than I look, I am ageless. I age not. Your mother died mysteriously without telling you what you should do. You were supposed to come here every 4 market days to do the needful, but we never saw you. But do not worry. The solution is here. I'm going to give you a son. That son is going to be powerful. The son is going to put a smile on your face. But are you ready to do what I'm going to tell you? Are you ready? I want to hear from you. Are you ready?" "Yes, the great one. I am so ready. I need a child of my own. Great one, give me a son. Give me a daughter. Anyone. Please, I want to be a happy woman." Hold on. Turn back. Look straight. Did you see something? That portion is for you. Do not look back again. Just go straight. Take it. When you get home, You do not talk with anybody. Do not even say a greetings to anybody. Nor reply one. Drink it before you go to bed. Early morning, make sure you lay with your husband. After then, you will surely conceive. And when you conceive, make sure you bring him to this river. On the 7th day is very, very important. Keep on going. Because of the distance, she arrived home very late in the night. Her husband questioned her. Woman, where are you coming from? Mother-in-law looked at her and east. She has gone to lay with another man. Unfruitful human. She didn't speak a word, just like the water goddess instructed. She went right away to drink the potion. It was so bitter, but she had to drink it. It smelled so bad, but she had to drink it. Early morning, she tapped her husband. She explained everything to her husband. Please forgive me. I didn't tell you where I was going to. Also forgive me that I came back late and couldn't say a word. It was an instruction from the water goddess. The husband smiled, looked at her. My dear wife, I told you not to worry. We are going to conceive at the right time. They lay together and they conceived that morning. The pregnancy was so painless, so not stressful at all. She moved about her duties. She went to the farm with her husband. She went to her business. She did so many things. The belly was increasing very hugely. She was just 5 months old, but people thought it was already 9 months. At 9 months, the belly has doubled in size. People thought she was carrying 4 babies in her belly. But she was so happy because her skin was glowing. Everything about her was so very, very interesting. Her husband took so care of her. The day she wanted to put to bed, a midwife came to the house. Painless delivery, very successful. Her husband gave a loud shout, facing the sky, thanking God Almighty for the birth of their son. Oh, I'm now a father. I am now a father. Celebration continued. They celebrated every blessed day. They emptied their savings. Her mother-in-law had no option than to apologize. Hugged her, carried her grandchild that she has been looking for the past 15 years. Oh, thanks be to God. Peace is now restored in that home. She is now a happy woman. Oh, thanks be to God. They continued celebrating and they forgot what the water goddess said. She totally forgot everything. When the baby was 2 years old, he fell so sick that they took him everywhere, but to no avail. It was her husband that asked her one morning, we have been taking our son to different places. Even the great herbalist couldn't heal him. Oh, I just remembered. We forgot to see the water goddess as instructed. You know, he told me after 7 days of delivery, that the water goddess said we should bring our baby? Oh, the wife screamed. How can I ever forget this? Oh, I hope it's not late. They embarked on this 6 hours journey. They don't mind. They made sure they covered the boy, the little one, properly to avoid extra cold. When they finally arrived the river, the water goddess already knew they were there. She said, "My lovely son, my handsome son, your parents forgot to bring you here, but never mind. You are my son and I will take you back." The couple started pleading. They were crying. Dip him in that river, remove all his clothes and dip him in that water to be healed, and that is all. After dipping him, he can start going back. For what you did, I shall take my son back home. Just enjoy the moment. You only have just 16 years to enjoy him, to just be with him and feel like a mother and father. Goodbye now. And that is all. They knew the water goddess was very serious. It can be very, very extremely angry anytime anyone offends her. So without saying a word, they left immediately. They were so afraid. When they got home, they noticed that the boy is now very healed. Oh, thank goddess. Thanks to goddess. Our son is back. They started taking care of him. At the age of 8 years old, their son was already performing miracles, healing people. He became a great son, a great child to the community. People come from far to seek for solution for their problems. He was so powerful, but he never accepted any money. People asked, "Why don't you receive money for your good deeds?" He said no. He was very, very full of wisdom. A very small boy, but he was already full of wisdom. Even the parents had no such wisdom. This little boy always go to the river of Asamra. Nobody told him anything about that river, not even his parents. He will go there to fetch water to heal people. If you have eye problem, he will touch your eye with that water, and that is all. Any kind of illnesses, he has the solution. At the age of 15 years old, he's already very tall and the most handsome boy in that village. His parents became more afraid because they knew time is here. Oh, what are we going to do now? Oh, our son. Oh, I can't afford to lose him. They will lament. At the age of 16 years old, they were so much worried. Their son became more loving. He was taking care of them, going errands, doing things he never done before for his parents. After 1 week, as they came back from the farm, they noticed their son was lying down straight with a smiling face. He looked more handsome than ever before. His mother went close and touched him and called out his name. "What is going on? Stand up. Why are you lying down like this on the bare floor?" The father came and touched him. "Oh, death has taken. Goddess has taken her son. Oh. She became speechless. She became a shadow of herself. Her husband tried to console her, even when he's not also happy. He's also very weak, don't know what to do. They tried to console each other, but to no avail. This pain is really so deep. Oh, is very deep indeed. I can never wish my enemy this pain. Oh, I can never. The villagers gathered to sympathize. They were also crying. They have lost a great one. God sent an angel to them, and now God has taken. So they said. One night, he came closer to his wife. My wife, do not worry. We were once called mother and father. I am so happy. Our son came and performed so brilliantly. He healed so many people. This is what many people cry for, to have a son like us. So many people get old without having a single talent compared to that of our son. The memory of our son will forever live. The villagers are celebrating him, and they will never forget about him. Nothing good comes easy. No good thing lasts forever. Oh. This is the moral of the lesson. Never you embark on a journey you are not sure of. Always make sure you know the consequences of any offer. Do not be so excited to rush to accept anyone's offer without you knowing what the result can turn out. Kindly subscribe for more interesting stories like this. Kindly make sure you share this video to lots of people. See you later.